Alright, good evening everybody, my name is Thomas Bengozi, aka G-Geek, and thank you for joining us once again for SmurfScup Canyon, edition number 358, as we switch scene right here. This is gonna be the scene for tonight. So, Cloud unfortunately was not able to play the SmurfScup number 357, which was held last week, and Suram was the victor. Thank you, by the way, Maxi, for the host. Thank you very much. Anyway, so SmurfScup number 358, Suram is the reigning champion. So, again, for those of you who are not familiar with the SmurfCup Canyon, here is the basic rundown. So, the cup is played in rounds mode across 7 maps. The map is won when someone reaches a points tally of 180 points or more. All the points from all the players are tallied up then to give the final ranking, and the player with the most points wins 6,000 planets out of the 20,000 that are at stake. So, as we go back then in game, people are joining the server little by little. It's always been in that way. Let's see who is actually in there. So we got Lawrence, one of the main contenders from last week, who unfortunately lost out by a handful of points to Suram, if I recall, to Suram, as I said. Then we got some of the returning guys who were not there last week. We got Ender first, who couldn't actually play because of family commitments. Then we got let's see, we also got Beef from Team Smells Like Keith Richards, unfortunately, who got out of SCL. Then we got Ibo, admin of Mania Exchange, member of Mapping Team Way, maker of some of the maps that we actually have tonight. So here is the map order. So we got Aeon Prime first by Ajo. Following then is Grand Focus from Nordplay featuring Ibo. Third map is Amnesia by Racho. Fourth map is the one you currently see now, Drive by Stalking, made by Bootifara. Fifth map is Anoia by Racho. Amnesia is made by Revels, sorry for that little mistake there. So, Amnesia by Revels, Drive by Stalking by Bootifara, Anoia by Racho. Sixth is Elevated by Zombak, and the final map to close it all off is Ibo's Mookbark. So, as we go further through the players, we got Pangolin, another admin of the Mania Exchange servers and one of the organizers of the MX Knockout competition. We also got Lex, one of the Smurf guys that has been a regular player, even despite his skill that is lackluster compared to some of the other guys. But that is not the goal. The goal here is to have fun and to progress, and so far he's doing a pretty good job. Then we got Mebe from Team Hype Boys, one of the fastest players in Canyon, holds many records on the SCLC EP Season 5 maps that we've all played so far, and he's gonna be looking to put up a fight against guys like Suram, his own teammate Lawrence, and more importantly, if we can actually find him, yes, there it is, this guy. Unfortunately, he's on this roof, so that's a little bit of an inconvenience there, but there it is, Cloud. The guy who won 5 Smurf Cups in a row, from 353 to 557. This guy was from 356. That guy was the winner. He hasn't been. He couldn't actually win last week because he couldn't actually be there. Man, I just keep saying shit. Anyways, I'm a bit tired. I'm really sorry about that, guys. Let's hope everything goes well for this Smurf Cup. Anyways, in the other players, we can also see Sigith from Team Nadeo Hunters, who unfortunately did not show during the CEP Season 5. We wonder what happened there, but that's an unfortunate thing to see. Then we got Maxi from Team Smurf. Then following, we also got Meister CZ, one of the guys who's been fighting in the mid-pack regularly in the Smurf Cups, hovering around the top 20. Then we got Hatse, one of the admins of Team Smurf and one of the organizers of the Canyon Smurf Cup. Then we've got Chucky from Team Demise, one of the teammates of Suram, last week's winner. We also got Hama from Hyperion. Let's see who else we got that we can spectate. We got React, who actually did put up a fight in some of the maps from last week, but unfortunately he didn't manage to actually get his act together and mount a challenge for the lead, which was really unfortunate for him. Otherwise, we got Morodin from THC, Eternity from Team Chubbs, who is there with his own very own car and very own peculiar engine sounds, but it seems like the model he's using now is different, so we may not have those glorious engine sounds. Anyways, 1 minute and 30 seconds away from the start of the cup. I'm just gonna do something really quick here in OBS. I'll be back in a second. There we go. That's a little bit better now. Okay, sorry for this little inconsistency there. Anyway, so most people are there. We got the big players. So we got Cloud, we got Lawrence, we got Chucky, we've got React, Mebe12. We don't have Suram, unfortunately, so Suram will not be able to defend his title, as it seems, as he did not join here. As if he manages to join during map 1, he might have a chance, but he then has to rely on mistakes from other guys in the early rounds in order to score vital points. But it doesn't really seem as though he might join, so that will be a bit unfortunate. Anyway, let's follow some of the other players. So we got Gore Coco. Some of the players are just not moving, waiting for the cup to start. Let's actually see someone who's moving. Blackbird from Austria. Here goes Cloud. So, 30 seconds remaining before the start of the Smurf Cup. So this map you're seeing here is called Drive-By Stalking from Bootifara. Record is held by this very man we're following here, Cloud, with a 50.312. This is both local and Datamania. So this will not be the map we'll be starting on. We'll be starting on Aeon Prime by Ajo. This is map, and Drive-By Stalking is the 4th map. It's going to be the midway map for this month. So, here we go. 21 minutes and 10 seconds. We are about to start Smurf Cup number 358. And as I said earlier, we are going to start with Aeon Prime by Ajo. One of the what is considered to be the easiest map in the Smurf Cup rotation for this month. Current world record is held by Cloud, if everything seems to be done. Yeah, Cloud holds the record with a 46.391, with a Datamania currently held by Suram. That was actually done last week with a 46.512. So then, we're actually going to be following someone for the map overview. And we got already... we got Eternity, I think it is, with that horn there. Anyway, let's actually follow Lawrence for one quick look around Ajo, starting out with this downhill right-hander. A lot of variety, wide variety of approaches, but here is not exactly an apex kiss in order to get a wide exit for the first checkpoint to get the whole shot. Then this long right-hander, quickly snap into the left-hander. Beware of that transition right there. Transition into a drift or a long left U-turn right there. Lawrence negotiating it beautifully. Snap out early for this quick chicane. Then set up your car for this uphill drift turn. Then the final couple corners on a with a manual drift execution there, with this long winding U-turn, which drives you onto the final checkpoints and the finish. So, warm-up is going to be done in about 10 seconds, and we're going to be following Ender for this first round of Smurf Cup 358. Good luck and have fun, people. Red Extra joined as a spectator. It seems as though he might be joining the players as well, but let's see how it goes for round 1. So, we follow Ender, everybody getting away, nice and tidy. It seems as though Eternity got for the drift route, but it didn't really pan out. Cloud getting the whole shot in front of Ender, Mebe, Morodin, and Lawrence. So, so far it's Cloud, Mebe. Someone has actually got an inverted car. That is actually funny. I think it is Morodin. Yeah, it is Morodin that actually has the inverted car. So far Cloud, Ender, Morodin, Mebe, and Reactor top 5. Ender battling with Cloud, trying to claw as much cap as he can, and he collects the wall, and that's going to allow Lawrence, that's going to allow Morodin and Mebe through, as well as Lawrence, as he seems, no, it is React, sorry. So, let's actually try to follow someone else. Let's actually try to follow Mebe here, as he tries to catch his teammate Cloud. Through the final corners we go. It seems as though Cloud has done it. He's got more momentum. Actually, Mebe gets overtaken by Morodin in the end, so Cloud, Morodin, Mebe, Harse, Ender, 7, React, and Ama complete your top 8 for round 1. Jostein including in P21, overtaking Beef at the last corner. And Herbie getting overtaken there by Cyberspace, finishing 23rd. Everybody else finishing their round nice and early. And here we go. As of round 1, we've got Cloud back in front, as usual. As usual. Well, that's a bit pejorative, but let's actually follow Haxa, who managed to get a good haul of points here. He managed to grab 38 points at that round, in that first round, putting him straight into the top 5. Haxa with a nice wide line, taking advantage of other people's mistakes in wall clouding to go scoring P9. React getting the whole shot after CP1. Larens now getting the checkpoints. Now let's follow Mebe. Larens battling with KZ, Mebe, Cloud, and Morodin for your top 5. Morodin in P3 right now. He doesn't have the best of lines. He actually gets a lot of momentum and takes the lead with the inverted car. Larens, though, is coming back, as well as does Cloud. Through the chicane now, onto the drift uphill turn. And it seems that the Cloud has got a little bit more momentum. Could potentially challenge Morodin for the lead. Morodin is still holding it, though. Morodin now actually has given up, and it seems as though it's going to be Larens versus Cloud. Cloud getting there. It is as though Cloud, with basically 1/100 of a second, gets it. So Cloud, Larens, Morodin, Mebe, KZ, 7, Haxe, and React, your top 8. Cyberspit finishing in 16th, Pangol in 14th, Maxi 13th, Dorcoco 15th, Sigge finishing in 21st, Beef in 22nd, and here comes McBrody in the Herbie car, coming round potentially to finish 23rd. 3 seconds left on the clock. He will not take the finish. He will BM, so that will be it. He will not score any points. So far, clean sweep, 100 points out of 100 for Cloud. Let's actually follow Mebe for this round. So your top 5 so far is Cloud, Morodin, Mebe, Larens, and Haxe. Mebe getting close to the apex. Nice clean turn through there, and Larens getting the whole shot. It seems as though Cloud might have made a mistake. We don't see him in the top 5. Mebe so far fending off the challenge from Larens. Larens trying to find as much speed as he can to battle his Australian teammate. And it seems as though he might be the opportunity here through the U-turn. Larens still now taking the lead. Larens now in the lead onto the uphill U-turn after checkpoint 8. Onto checkpoint 9 they go. Then the final couple corners. Now it's going to be the aggressiveness of Mebe that might be able to pay off, but no. Larens seems to have it in the bag, and it is Larens then who wins the round. Larens, Mebe, KZ, Morodin, Coco, 7, Aibo, and Cloud complete your top 8. Ah, man. React and Red Extract getting there with stream spam. Thank you guys. So if you guys like this stream and like the cast and want to see more of these every week, don't forget to hit the follow button and don't forget to hit the bell as well to be notified whenever I go live. There are 2 streams. There's the SmurfCup Canyon cast right before 8 o'clock Central European Summertime, and there's also a gameplay stream from 3:30 to 6 p.m. Anyways, as we're going to be following someone else, let's actually follow Morodin with the inverted car. Morodin getting in nice and tidy. Cloud getting the whole shot, it seems. Yep, Cloud, Ender, Mebe, Morodin, and Larens, your top 5 after checkpoint 1. It seems as though we got someone else joining in the mix. Who is it? It seems as though it is KZ and Checky as well. Mebe falling back. He might have made a mistake there. So far it's Cloud, Ender, Larens, KZ, and Morodin. Onto the U-turn they go, and it seems as though Ender might take the fight, but he went too wide, and he's going to drop a lot of positions there. So far it's Cloud then in front of Larens, and Ender actually managed to come back. He might have been a little bit of a lag spike there. Onto the final couple checkpoints they go. Cloud seems to have enough of a buffer. Larens trying to come back at him with some good drifts, but it turns out Cloud will get it once again. Cloud will get it by 1/10 from Larens, then follows Morodin, Ender, KZ, React, Frico, and Aibo complete your top 8. Frico making his first appearance in the top 8. Blackbird finishing in P17, Chucky in P15, Eternity in P14, Haxe 22nd, Meister sees at 23rd, Sigith 24th, and McBrody with the Herbie car finishes in 25th. And it seems as though we have had a nice time there, and it seems as though, yeah, Cloud improved the second Daily Mania record with a 46.575, and on 180 points we're already done with Map 1. Map 1 is won by Cloud with 180 points in front of Larens on 168, who finishes second, and then Morodin completes the podium with 165 points. Right after this map switch, we're going to check the full standings. So then, after map 1, Cloud is currently leading the standings with 180 points, follows then Larens in second place with 168, third place is Morodin with 165, Hype Boys is, Mebe 12 is fourth with 146 points, and then completing the top 5 is 7 with 128. Then on 6th place, we got KZ with 113. React is 7th with 111. 8th is Ibo with 108. 8th equal is actually Ender, also with 108. And completing the top 10 is Freako with 92. From 11th to 20th hours are Maxi, Harse, Timmy Dash, Coco, Chucky, Ama, Cyberspace, Lex, Pangolin, and Meister CZ. Then we go towards the back of the scoreboard. From 21st to 26th, in that order, are Sigith, Justin, Eternity, Blackbird, Beef, and McBrody. So then, on to map 2, which is Grand Focus by Ibo, one of the more flowing maps of this particular one. Of this particular SmurfScup rotation. One of the faster ones as well, with a 46.195, the current world record held by Cloud. Cloud also has the Diddy Mania record, but it's a little bit of a slower time with a 46.314. 46 point pi, I might say. Okay, sorry for the ass joke there. So then, let's see if Cloud manages to continue build up his advantage, or if we might see actually Mebe, his teammate, mount a challenge, or even Morodin. Morodin has actually been scoring some pretty decent points in map 1. He could potentially mount a challenge in his bodywork swapped car. As we're actually just gonna follow. We're gonna follow Ibo for this round. Round 1 of map 2. Here we go. Everybody taking the drift route, pretty much. Only a few people try to go for the full no drift strat, but it doesn't seem to work out. Ibo way down the field after checkpoint 1. Morodin also following Ibo as well, so they're down in 24th and 25th. Oh boy, this is not really looking good, and it seems as though someone has crashed. It might have been Eternity though, I'm not sure. That's actually, so it's his Cloud currently in front, if we can actually follow the leader right there. So there he is, Cloud in front of Larens, Morodin, Mebe, and React. Larens trying to put up a fight. Maybe a lead swap there? No! Cloud still getting it by 15 thousandths of a second. On to the final couple corners. As we're probably going to follow someone else. Let's try to follow Morodin here for a bit. Morodin battling with Larens for P2. Onto the final couple corners, onto the left, onto the right-hander, then onto the uphill drift left-hander, and Cloud wins it in front of Larens and Morodin. Following then are KZ, Ender, 7, Timmy Dash, and Larens. It is actually Mebe. I thought it was Larens actually battling, but no, it was Mebe all along. I'm really sorry, guys. Larens finishing down in P8 and Mebe getting the 2nd spot. Pangolin finishing in P25, I think. I didn't really exactly follow. I was trying to correct myself. And Nastin 33 unfortunately will not make it to the finish. No, he finished, Pangolin 24th, and Nastin will not score any points. So Cloud still first with 50 points, following then Mebe, Rodin, Casey, Morodin, Casey, and Ender. Following Morodin for this round, getting a clean line through there. Larens getting the whole shot at CP1. Let's actually see how it goes. So it's Cloud, Mebe, Larens, the High Boys trio in the first 3 spots. Then follow Ender, and it seems that Ender had a big crash. So it is not Ender. Man, Morodin following in P3 now. He's actually clawing up some good gaps. It was Cloud. Cloud actually made a mistake. I don't have the names on. Sorry guys. Morodin also making a mistake. He drops P3, P4, P5. There go by. It seems as though, Ama is in 4th, Ender 3rd, Larens 2nd. It seems as though Mebe will get the win. This man is something else. He never puts a foot wrong whenever he's on it. And there you go. Mebe in front of Larens, Ender, Morodin, Ama, React, Timmy Dash, and Chucky complete your top 8. Cloud having a huge blunder at the first jump and finishing down in 21st place. That's not going to help his title challenge, or his map challenge rather. As we see Sigith coming round to finish the round in 27th place, just behind Meister CZ, who just finished. There we go. So then, Mebe takes the lead now from Cloud with 95 points, following then are Morodin in P2, Ender P3, Larens P4, and Timmy Dash in P5. Following Mebe for this round, getting a nice clean run, almost getting the whole shot. He actually got the whole shot, equal with React, who's got the exact same time. Now Mebe getting the first into checkpoint 2, followed then by Cloud, Ender, Larens, and then KZ a little bit further behind. No, not even further behind. The whole pack is grouped right there. Ender in the lead after CP3, but it looks as though it might be a battle again between... Oh, and Cloud making a mistake. No, it wasn't Cloud. It wasn't Cloud. I think it was Ender there making a mistake. That was really unfortunate. Cloud taking the lead again. Morden in P2 battling with Mebe, and Larens also trying to get into the mix. It's going to be a three-way battle for P2 here. It seems as though Mebe might have a little bit more speed than Morden. Cloud, meanwhile, has a little bit of a buffer for P1, and it seems as though, oh, Mebe came close to the wall, and he gets P2. So it is Cloud, Mebe, Morden, Larens, KZ, Coco, Chucky, and Frico for your top 8. Everyone else is finishing their rounds. Maxi overtaking McBrody for benefit of P20. McBrody falling down in 21st. Ender, having made a huge mistake, is down in P26, finishes behind Lex, and thus drops out of potentially the fight for the map win here. Tezer 2D will not be able to make it to the finish, unfortunately, so no point scoring there. And as we can see, the lead remains the same, but Cloud moves back up to P4. So 140 points gives Mebe the lead. Then on 120, we got Morod in second. Larens is on 113 in third. And then P4 is Cloud with 110. So you could potentially salvage third place here. Following Mebe once again. It seems that the Ender emerges into the lead with Cloud and Larens. Mebe getting into the mix as well. Overtaking Larens for P3 now. Ender getting a little bit wide there. Trying to overtake the lead from Cloud, but it seems as though Cloud got it. Cloud still in the lead now. Larens and Mebe overtaking Ender and challenging Cloud for the lead. Ender, oh man, the fight is not over. Moradin also getting into the mix, and Mebe makes a mistake, and he drops a lot of positions. He's gonna be kicking over himself there, kicking himself over that one. Moradin now in P2, trying to catch up with Cloud, and Cloud making a mistake. Moradin also making a mistake. Larens is now through Ender as well. It seems as though Larens might take the win here. Unbelievable scenes through that round. Larens getting close to the wall, but he does not touch it, and that is Larens, the round winner of a wacky round there. Ender finishing second, Chucky in third, then KZ, Moradin, Timmy Dash, Ama, and Coco complete your top 8. Unbelievable round there, with some mistakes from the big players. First Mebe, then Cloud, who was in the lead, followed then by Moradin, who actually had a fighting chance after that, but unfortunately he couldn't actually stick it together, and it seems that we might have one more round. Yes, 166 points for Mebe. It's not quite there yet. 163 points for Larens, though. It is going to be a tight battle for the lead right here. Moradin is not too far behind, though, on 156. So, yeah, this is going to be hotting up really nicely. Larens getting the whole shot, in CP1. In CP2, it's Mebe now who takes the lead. Now we see the High Boys trio again. Cloud, Mebe, and Larens battling it out, as they are going to enter into CP3 just shortly. Larens into the lead in front of Cloud and Mebe. Let's actually try to see if we can follow someone else. Moradin actually a little bit further down the pack. He might have made a mistake earlier in the round and drops down in P14. Let's actually try to follow someone in the battle for the lead. Let's follow Mebe, who's currently in P3. Cloud overtaking Larens for the lead. It's going to be the tight battle over the final couple of corners. Mebe getting much more speed and making short work of both Larens and Cloud. And it's going to be Mebe who overtakes them into the final couple corners and takes the map win. There we go. Mebe in front of Cloud, Larens, Coco, KZ, Moradin, Ender, and 7. And so with 216 points, map number 2 is won by Australian driver Mebe from Hype Boys. Everybody else finishing their round. Maxi finishing in 24th, McPrody 25th, Sigith 26th, and Cyberspace in 27th. So then, map number 2 is done, and here we go. Mebe map 2 winners. So let's see how the standings are after map 2 real quick for the top 3. And Larens now overtakes the lead with 372 points, followed by Cloud on 363, and Mebe just 1 point behind Cloud. We're gonna check the full standings right after the map switch. So then, after map 2, Larens now takes the lead with 372 points, followed then by Cloud on 363 points. Then, 1 point behind, only in 3rd place is Mebe with 362 points. 4th place is Moradin on 355, and 7 completes the top 5 with 272. 6th place then is KZ with 269, Ender 7th with 267, 8th is Coco with 241, 9th is Timmy Dash with 235, and completing the top 10 with 212 points is Ama. From 11th to 20th downwards are Chucky, Aibo, Frico, Harse, React, Maxi, Pangolin, Eternity, Blackbird, and Cyberspace. And then on the bottom of the scoreboard, we've got Lex in 21st, 22nd, then we got Sigith, Yostein 23rd, Meister Caesar 24th, McPrody 25th, Beef 26th, Nastin 33, 27th, and Bootifara might have joined in a little bit mid-game, and thus he is dead last with 13 points. So then, on to map number 3, which is Amnesia from Revulse. This is where we start to get a little bit more technical. There's a lot of momentum conservation that is involved into getting a fast time on this map, and the current world record is held by Cloud once again with a 57.606. Cloud also holding the Dedimania record with a 57.668. So then, 20 seconds before the round starts, just doing something really quick here. I can't type. Alright, here we go. Map number 3 about to start now, and we're actually gonna try to follow... Let's actually try to follow Larens for this round. Here we go, Larens getting in nice and tidy. It seems as though Cloud and Mebe emerge in front already, with Timmy Dash being the big surprise. Hasa as well joining in the mix. Moradin getting the whole shot, with Larens, Mebe, Cloud, and Ender following them. Moradin getting the whole shot again in CP2, but it seems as though Larens might make short work of him. He gets the lead in CP3, but Moradin and Cloud are now fighting back, and then they're joined by Mebe now, and Ender as well. Ender now trying to fight in for the lead. Actually falling a little bit back and trying to fend off attacks from React. Moradin making a mistake, clinching the wall here, and thus dropping a lot of places, promoting Ender to P4 and giving the lead to Cloud. It seems as though it's just all about the high boys here. Let's actually follow Cloud here. Oh, Cloud having made a mistake, and that lets Mebe and Larens through. Mebe currently in the lead. Mebe also making a mistake. That's going to let Larens and Cloud through. Now, if Larens makes a mistake here, he's going to give Cloud the round win. It seems as though Cloud might have bought a little bit more momentum, but no, Larens will get it. Larens in front of Cloud, Mebe, Ender, 7, Reax, Harsa, and Chucky for your top 8 of round 1, map 3. Everybody else finishing their round nice and early. Frico making an overtake here for P21. Overtaking, I think it was Sigith. Yes, Sigith finishing in 22nd. 14th place for Lex. Maxi finishing down in 25th. It seems as though he's not having it a day today in terms of performances. McPrody finishing in P27 with the Herbie car. And it seems as though everyone has finished. So then, after round 1, Larens gets the lead in front of Cloud and Mebe. So, Hype Boys top 3, followed then by Ender and 7. Let's follow Cloud for this round. Cloud getting a nice and tidy first corner, not catching any drifts whatsoever. Mebe getting the whole shot. No, it is Moradin who gets the whole shot, sorry. And Cloud having much more momentum than Moradin, thus takes the lead. 7 also joining in the mix, the big surprise there. Then 7 dropping back down the order as Mebe, Moradin, and Larens overtaking. React now getting into the mix for the top 5. Let's actually follow Mebe a little bit here. Mebe battling with Cloud for the lead. Onto the U-turn they go, and there it is. Cloud still retaining the lead, not making any mistakes so far. Ooh, that was risky, and he touches the wall. That allows Mebe through to P1, and that allowed also Larens and Moradin through to P3 and P3 respectively. Moradin battling with Larens for P2. So far it is Larens who's got it. Mebe must not put a foot wrong here. He threw the round away last round, and Larens also making a mistake, and it seems as though it is Ender and Cloud who are going to reap the benefits as they got promoted to P3 and P4, and it seems as though Mebe will get the round in front of Moradin, Ender, Cloud, Larens, 7, Ama, and Chucky. Anything can happen in Trackmania, and usually does. We've seen that in round 1, and we're seeing it again in round 2. Some of the big players are making making some mistakes, making them leave big points on the table for the others to grab. McPrody a little bit further away than he should be from the finish. He will not be able to score any points in the Herbie car. So then, after round 2, it is going to be still Larens in the lead. No, it is Mebe who takes the lead. Lead change. With 99 points, it is Mebe in the lead in front of Larens in 86 and Cloud on 83. Following Larens for this round now, getting it nice and tidy again. Nobody making big mistakes so far. Mebe getting the whole shot at CP1. It seems as though Mebe was more momentum than the rest and thus is able to pull a little gap in CP2. Cloud and Moradin also follow. Larens overtaking Moradin, who had not as much speed as Larens here. And it seems as though, okay, Mebe, Cloud, Larens, Moradin, and Ender for your top 5 for now. After CP4, onto the U-turn they go. Mebe still in the lead. Cloud in the lead. Mebe fighting. No, it is Mebe and Cloud, sorry, I got confused. And a little bit of a gap to Larens, who made a mistake and lets Moradin and React through to P3 and P4 respectively. Let's actually try to follow Moradin there. Someone else also overtaking Larens for P5. Moradin now actually having overtaken Mebe, he must have made a mistake. Yeah, Mebe dropped down to P4. He must have touched the wall, so it is gonna try... Oh, Moradin also making a mistake. That's gonna allow Mebe through, as well as React, and it seems as though... Yeah, Ama also getting in the mix. Ama now, a little bit of a dodgy exit. It's gonna be Cloud in front of Mebe, Moradin, Ama, Larens, KZ, React, and Frico for your top 8. Ama tried to snatch 3rd place at the last minute, but he didn't actually have the most optimal of exits there, and thus that allowed Moradin through back again to claim P3. Still a valiant effort by the French driver, though. Must be commended. Everybody else finished the round. And so far, it seems as though the lead remains the same, with Mebe still in the front, but now only 3 points of a gap between him and Cloud, who's in P2. Larens 3rd on 122, following Moradin for this round, getting a little bit of a drift there, but that's okay. He didn't lose too much momentum here. Let's see who gets the whole shot in CP1. It is Mebe who does it. 13 thousandths of a second in front of Moradin. Onto CP2 they go. Mebe still in the lead with Cloud now, and 7 also springing a little bit of a surprise. 7 still remaining in the fight. We'll see. Mebe, Cloud, and Moradin battling for P3, Larens in P4, and there's going to be also React, who could maybe join into the fun. Following Moradin again, through the U-turn they went, and Cloud making a mistake, and that's going to allow Mebe and Mebe through, as well as Larens and Moradin. He's going to drop a lot of places there. Mebe is then in the lead in front of Moradin and Larens. React in P4, Ama in P5. Moradin overtaking Mebe for the lead now. Onto the final corners they go. It seems as though Mebe might be able to put up a fight there, as well as Larens getting in the mix. Let's see who does there. Oh, Mebe getting very wide there, but he might be able to carry a little bit more momentum. Onto the final corner they go, and it seems as though Mebe's got it. It's going to be over the finish line. Mebe gets it. Mebe in front of Moradin, Larens, Cloud, Frico, Chucky, Ivo, and Timmy Dash for your top 8. And with this, 186 points for Mebe means map number 3 is his. That's going to allow him to potentially jump both Cloud and Larens in the overall standings. We're going to see how everything shakes up into after the round end. So then people are not, and some people are not able to finish their rounds. 186 points for Mebe then. Map number 3 is his. So then, let's see the standings after things for the top 3 right here. Mebe 12 jumping into the lead with 548 points in front of Larens on 535, and Cloud is just 1 point behind Larens. Just after the map switch, we're gonna check the full standings as usual. So then, after map number 3, Mebe jumped into the lead with 548 points, followed then by Larens in 2nd place with 535. Cloud is 3rd, just 1 point behind Larens on 534. 4th is Moradin with 514 points, and completing the top 5 is 7 with 388 points. So quite a bit gap between the top 4 and the rest of the pack. 6th is Ender with 386. 7th is KZ with 353. Chucky is 8th with 326. 8th equal is Timmy Dash with the same amount of points as Chucky, 326. And completing the top 10 is Ama with 319. From 11th to 20th downwards are Coco, Ibo, Frico, React, Harse, Maxi, Eternity, Pangolin, Cyberspace, and Lex. Making it his entry into the top 20. Then from 21st to 29th downwards are Sigith, Justine, Meister CZ, Blackbird, Beef, MacPrody, Nastin33, Bootifara, and Tezer 2D. So, moving on to map number 4, which we actually saw in the pre-run for this run to the SmurfCup. Drive-by Stalking by Bootifara, a map that is mapped with the scenery and vibe that evocates the Trackmania Turbo tracks from Trackmania Turbo Canyon tracks. So, the current world record, again, is Cloud with a 50.312. The current daily mania record, also Cloud with a 50.678. Everybody else finishing their round. So the battle is really going to be hotting up between the Hype Boys guys, as they're not going to be sharing their top 3 positions anytime soon, unless Moradin is able to spring a surprise there. We're actually going to be following someone else through this round. We're going to be following Ama, who's been able to spring a surprise through there. And it seems as though Coco will not be able to score any points, as he is going to be leaving the cup somewhat soon. Yeah, there it is. He left the server. We're following Ama, and we saw some of the big mistakes there. Justine getting the whole shot, surprisingly, at CP1, but it seems as though it is getting back to the usual ways with Cloud in front. Larens in P5, Moradin P6, Mini Beanie again now in P7. P8 is Ama. who got overtaken by React and Bootifara for the benefits of P6 and P7, and it seems as though the battle for the lead is pretty intense. Look at that pack right there. Let's actually try to follow Mebe here, battling with Cloud for the lead. 28 thousandths of a second separating them at the last checkpoint. Onto this checkpoint they go, and 45 thousandths of a second. The battle is still really tight, and it seems as though Mebe got a better line, and that allows also Larens to get into the mix. Cloud trying to get back with a little bit more momentum. Let's see who gets the mistake. Mebe makes the mistake, and that allows Cloud and Larens through onto the final turn. Oh, we had a little bit of a lag spike from Cloud. It seems as though Larens gets it for 13 thousandths of a second. Larens in front of Cloud, Mebe, Morodin, Chucky, Mini Beanie, Bootifara, and React complete your top 8. Everybody else finishing the round. Lex finishing in P15. Maxi down in P14. No, P20. There we go. We actually got the rankings. Ender might have made a mistake and thus ends way down the field. He's not going to grab as much points as he would have liked there. He's not going to be in the contention for the battle for the lead here. So after round 1, it is Larens in front of Cloud and Mebe. Again, the hype boys guys on the top 3 spots. Following them are Morodin and Chucky. Following Mebe for this round. Beef getting a huge mistake, making a huge mistake in dropping down. Harse also having made a little huge mistake in getting up on 2 wheels there. But it seems as though Mebe has had a little bit of a dreadful start as well. He's on a P16 after 2 checkpoints. He's going to try to claw that gap back as soon as possible. And so far it is Cloud in the lead. Let's follow that guy. He's battling with Larens once again for the lead. Onto the bank turn they go. Cloud with a bit more of aggressive line manages to retake the lead. But let's see if Larens can spring a surprise and keep more momentum than his Dutch teammate. Onto this dirt turn they go. Cloud gets it really well. He's not touching anything. He gets really close to the edge every inch possible. Onto the jump he goes, and that is it. Cloud wins the round in front of Larens, Ender, Mebe, Chucky, Morodin 7, and Harse. So then, I hope you guys are enjoying the cast. If you do, remember, remember to follow and to hit the bell in order to be notified whenever I go live. SmurfsCup are being cast every week on Canyon, just 10 to 8. I take the air at 10 to 8 Central European Summer Time, and we stay online for the entirety of the SmurfCup. After 2 rounds then, first equal, Cloud and Larens shared lead with 95 points. Third then is Mebe with 79, and shared 4th place was Chucky and Morodin with 72. Following Cloud for this round. Eternity also dropping down. He made a mistake and turned it a little bit too early, and thus he's going to be dropping down a lot of places. He will not score as many points as he would have liked. Cloud, CP2, Cloud, Mebe, Ender, Larens, and Ama, your top 5. Ama's bringing a little bit of a surprise there. He wasn't able to score as much points. That's actually going to follow him here, trying to fend off an attack from React, but he makes a mistake, and React is through for P5, and so does 7. Oh, 7 tried, but unfortunately he also caught a little bit of a snag as well, and thus drops a lot of momentum, allowing Ama to retain P6. So far it is Cloud in front of Mebe and Larens. Let's actually try to follow some of the lead battles here. Mebe overtaking Cloud for the lead potentially. Let's see how that goes in that corner. Cloud fights back with a lot more momentum here. Mebe getting a much tidier line though. It seems as though, no. My god, it is undecided. Onto the final jump, and Cloud gets it. Cloud in front of Mebe, Ender, Larens, React, Harse, Chucky, and Ama, your top 8. A really nip and tuck battle between Cloud and Mebe in the final few corners, as we could see. Someone manages to get a lot more momentum into some corners, but some of the tidier lines made by Mebe really could have given them an advantage, but it seems as though pace actually won over lines there. Raw power or raw speed versus lines. Man, it is difficult to find the right words here on this cast. I'm really sorry about this. I'm not the best at my job at all. I know there are a lot of people a lot of things to still tweak, but I'm still really really happy to cast SmurfCup. Anyways, 145 points then, Cloud in the lead in front of Larens on 133, and on 124 points, Mebe gets 3rd. Onto the potential final round we go, and it seems as though Ender gets the whole shot now. As we're gonna follow him, he's gonna be battling with Larens for P1, React, Morodin, and Ama as well. Mebe getting back into the fight as well. But where is Cloud? I actually haven't seen him. He's somewhat further down. He's in P7. He's gonna try to potentially catch that field back up and try to score as much points as he can to avoid an overtake from Larens. He is currently down in P3 in the overall standings, and he wants to keep that fight going as much as possible. And Cloud makes a huge mistake, and that's gonna surely drop any chance of him fighting for any vital points. Meanwhile, on the final corner, these people go, and there they are, Mebe in front of Ender and Larens, just by the tiniest of margins. Then follow Morden, React, Ama, Chucky, and Frico, your top 8. The demise of Cloud, though. That unfortunate catch of a bump here sent him flipping in the air and drops him down way into the top 20 and even out of the top 20. No, barely top 20. Finishing in 20th is Cloud. Desert 22D gets into 21st place. Let's actually see how everything fares. We might have a little bit of an overtime there. Yes, 174 points each shared lead between Mebe and Larens. Cloud is third on 156. And so we got one more round, the decider round for map number 4. People making mistakes left, right, and center into back of the pack. Meister Caesar getting the whole shot at checkpoint 1. Then we see Cloud now getting into the lead at checkpoint 2, followed by Larens, Ender, Quentin, and Moradin. Quentin having joined the server just a few rounds ago, trying to spring up a little bit of a surprise and put up a little bit of a fight, even though he's mathematically out of a chance to compete for the overall win here in SmurfsCup 358. Cloud still in front, 700ths of a second in front of Larens. Let's see how the gaps are in front of TP5. The gap seems to have somewhat stabilized. Cloud getting really risky here. Oh my god, he almost got sent flipping in the air. He lost a lot of momentum there, and that's going to allow Larens to put up a fighting chance. Onto the final corner they go. It seems as though Larens dropped a little bit of pace. Onto the jump, and Cloud wins the final round. Cloud in front of Larens, Quentin, Moradin, Ender, Chucky, React, and Timmy Dash. And it seems as though Mebe did not capitalize on the chance to score some vital points. He did not score as many points as he liked. Frico a little bit further away than he should be from the finish. Let's see if he manages to finish in time. Unfortunately, it seems as though Eternity might have had a disconnect. I don't know if it was a voluntarily or if it was a technical issue. We'll actually see later, but there we go then. Flex finishing in 20th, Tezer 2D in 22nd, Jostein in 21st. And Larens, in the end, gets the map with 219 points in front of Cloud with 206, and completing the podium is Mebe with 200. Larens retaining the lead in front. Larens now taking the lead with 754 points in front of Mebe with 748, and Cloud is on 740 points in third place. We'll check the standings right after the map switch. So then, after map number 4, Larens into the lead with 754 points. Following then are Mebe, just 6 points behind on 748. Then following then 8 points behind Mebe is Cloud in third with 740 points. On 690 points is Moradin in 4th place, and completing the top 5 is Ender with 557 points. 6th is 7 with 508. 7th is Chucky with 496. Ama is 8th with 437. Timmy Dash is 9th with 418. And completing the top 10 is Ivo with 407. From 11th to 20th downwards are React, Harsa, KZ, Frico, Coco, Maxi, Pangolin, Cyberspace, Lex, and Justine, making it to the top 20. Then from 21st to 32nd downwards into the starters, we have Eternity, Sigith, Meister CZ, Blackbird, Bootifara, Beef, McPrody, Nasten33, Tezer 2D, and the Quentin 43 Minibini, and Sinio. Minibini must have joined during map 4 as he is only down in 31st place with 34 points. So then, map number 5, Anoia by Racho. We get into some more serious stuff with a lot of momentum conservation going on. The current record, once again held by Cloud with a 46.736, and with 46.736, Larens holds the current Dedimania record with a 47.168. And so people are finishing their rounds. And here we go, map number 5 about to start. Let's actually try to follow. We're going to be following Larens for this round. As we hear Gangnam Style here in the background, a funky horn, that is to say. Demise getting the whole shot in checkpoint 1, but he's going to get overhauled by Larens. Chucky making a huge mistake, clouding the wall, and that's going to drop him down a lot of places, forcing him to respawn. Moradin getting the checkpoint in point 3 in first place. Moradin also able to pull a little bit of a gap to Larens, but Larens is going to come back with, is not going to put it out without a fight. And Moradin Now having to fend off Quentin and Larens. Larens with a much aggressive line who gets into P1 instantly. Moradin now 1.5 tenths behind, but Moradin trying to spring up a surprise, maybe a little bit of a challenge. Let's try to follow a little bit for Moradin if we can find him. And there he is. No, Moradin is a little bit too far behind at the last corner. It seems as though Larens will get it. Larens thus wins the first round in front of Moradin, Cloud, Butifara, Ama, Ender, Ibo, and Timidash. Butifara making his first top 8 appearance for this SmurfCup. It seems as though Minibini must have had a technical issue with his internet connection as he stayed in the start. Frico having a lot of trouble getting over the finish line. And he will do it backwards with finishing in P18. So then, Larens into the lead, into the early lead in front of Moradin, Cloud, Butifara, and Ama for your top 5. We're going to be following, actually, Butifara, the maker of the last map we played, Drive-By Stalking. Butifara going pretty well so far. Let's see who gets the whole shot. It is Ender who's going to get the whole shot in checkpoint 1. But he seems as though he not getting enough speed to retaliate, and Larens is going to go through into the lead. Mebe now into the lead as well. Let's actually try to follow the fight for the lead. There we go, the 3 hype boys, guys. Mebe, Cloud, and Larens fighting over the lead battle. Mebe making a little bit of a mistake, allowing Cloud to go through, but Larens is going to do a little bit of an aggressive line. Maybe not. He might have made a little bit of a mistake there, and that drops him down to P4, not even P3. React getting into the mix as well. Mebe overtaking the lead, meanwhile, from Cloud. Onto the final corners they go. It's going to be a straight battle between these guys. Final corner. It seems as though Mebe's got it. Yes, Mebe's got it. So it is Mebe, Cloud, Ender, React, 7, Larens, Butifara, and Timidash. Excuse me. The sneeze didn't come through. The sneeze didn't want to go. It really didn't want to go. Anyway, so it seems as though Mebe might be able to get back into the top 5 fights, and Cloud is gonna jump Larens into the lead of the map. If he was able to win the map, that would be the break he needed very much. So far, 86 points gives Cloud the lead in front of Larens on 84. 75 points gives Ender 3rd, then 74 points gives Mebe 4th, and 5th is Butifara with 70 points. Following Cloud through this round. Full shot getting by Frico, but Frico's going to drop down a lot as he didn't have the right line there. Onto the CP2, there you go. Larens and Cloud once again emerging into the battle, along with Mebe. React a little bit further down, 1.5 tenths down, battling with Butifara actually. Butifara, Ender, and React seem to be a pretty hot pack. Let's actually try to follow these guys while we can. There we go, Ender, Butifara, Chucky, and even Chucky. React seems to have made a mistake, so he dropped out a little bit. Cloud pulling a little bit of a gap to Larens. Larens trying to put up a fight. Let's actually see who surrenders first, who makes the first mistake. Into the final corner, Cloud seems to have it all together, and Cloud wins his first run of the map. Cloud, Larens, and Mebe, the top 3 high boards in the top 3 places. Then follow Ender, Chucky, 7, Ibo, and Moradin complete your top 8. Also finishing in P13, the P10 is completed by Frico, who managed to get the whole shot in CP1. Everyone else finishing the round. Minibini finally getting a round clocked in after some alleged technical issues in the previous rounds. Yusin also finishing in P23 and behind Master CZ. Let's see how the standings look after round number 3. It seems as though the lead remains unchanged. It is Cloud on 136 points in first place in front of Larens on 129 and Mebe 3rd on 115. But he might be menaced by Ender here, by Ender, the map we're actually speccing now. Oh boy. Currently 4th on 150 points. We see Minibini also rolling in the 2. Mebe getting the whole shot, and it seems as though he might perennially get it, and Cloud actually manages to snatch it to the lead. Moradin with a very ambitious line. Unfortunately, Cloud's the wall on the exit, and that's going to drop him down. Larens in front of Cloud and Mebe, then Chucky and Ama for your top 5. Cloud getting over the lead now. Into the final set of checkpoints. Larens with an aggressive line trying to take the lead, but he drops a lot of momentum. That's going to allow Cloud through once again into the lead. Let's follow Larens here as he's going to try to fight back and put up a fight to Cloud to take the round. As we see him into the final corner, and Cloud will get it and wins map number 5. Anoia is Cloud with 186 points. Cloud in front of Larens, Mebe, Ama, Chucky, 7, Timidash, and Butifara complete your top 8 for this round. So then, quick maths. Larens will have 174 points and remain in 2nd place, and it seems as though the third place from Mebe is safe. He will get 41 points and thus end on 156 points in third. But as ever, the result is gonna give Cloud the break he much needed. Sorry. So, as we're gonna see the standings for the top 3 in the bottom corner, Laren's still in the lead. Now Cloud in lead with just 2 points gap between him and Cloud on 926, and then third is Mebe with 904. After the map switch, we'll check the full standings. So then, after map number 5, Laren's still in the lead with 928 points, followed then by Cloud, 2 points behind, in second with 926. Mebe is third with 904 points, Moradin in P4 with 817 points, and completing the top 5 is Ender with 688 points. 6th place is 7 with 638, 7th is Chucky with 609, Ama is 8th with 554, Timmy Dash is 9th with 534, and completing the top 10 is Ibo with 509. From 11th to 20th downwards is Harse, React, Frico, KZ, Maxi, Cyberspace, Pangolin, Coco, Eternity, and Lex. From 21st to 34th downwards, we got Justine, Sigeth, Meister CZ, Bootifara, Blackbird, Taser 2D, Beef, McPrody, Masten, Minibini, Quentin 43, Rudinator, Signo, and Norco. So, map number 6, the second to last map, elevated by Zombag. This is where we get into really technical stuff with a rather tricky start and some pretty tricky drift sections as well that are really tough to get right when you trying to go for a fast time. Oh man, I don't know if I can make sense anymore. Anyways, so the current world record held by Cloud with a 49.268. The current daily main record is held by Andre Frey, teammate of Moradin, with a 49.408. So, everybody finishing their round. I'm sorry guys for the little bit of inconsistencies in the speech, the little mistakes that I do, and some of the blunders that I make. I'm only human, I'm a little bit tired as well, so I'll try my best to correct these in the future. Anyway, so instead of following Larenz, let's actually try to follow someone a little bit further down the pack. Let's follow Lex for a little bit for the first few checkpoints, as we see Cloud getting the whole shot into there. Everybody in the pack getting pretty nice and safe, aside from the 3 people who clout the exit wall. It seems as though it is Cloud and Mebe battling for the lead. Let's actually try to switch back to the guys over there. Following Larenz now, who's currently sitting in P3. Cloud in front of Mebe and Larenz. Again, the top three spots are occupied by the Hype Boys guys. And Larenz making a mistake, allowing Moradin through. And that's going to allow a lot of places to be dropped for him. Harse now promoted to P4, battling with Frico and someone else as well. Moradin into P3, trying to fight back and trying to claw some gap back to Mebe and Cloud. But it seems as though it is going to be a straight battle between Mebe and Cloud once again for the lead. Onto the final corners, there you go. Cloud making a mistake, and that's going to allow Mebe through. And without any further mistake from him, it is going to be round 1 to Mebe. There he comes across the line. Mebe in front of Moradin, Cloud, Harse, 7, Ibo, Larenz, and Chucky complete your top 8. Cloud floundering not when he wanted to do. It was not what he wanted to do. He was at the least needed moment that his potential for first place was squandered. Beef not able to make it to the finish, unfortunately. Or can he? No, he won't be able to. No points for him. So then, Mebe in front of Moradin and Cloud for your top 3 after round 1. Let's actually follow Mebe for a little bit. Someone managing to get the start wrong, as we could see. Cloud getting the whole shot at CP1. Moradin, Cloud, and Mebe emerging into the top fight, as we see also Larenz getting into the mix, sorry. Ender also getting into there as well. Sitting currently in P3, and now even in P2, he could potentially mount a challenge for the lead here. Larenz and Mebe. Once again, Mebe in the lead, Larenz overtaking Ender for the benefit of the second place. Ender still remaining hanging tight in P3, and it seems as though Cloud might have made another mistake. We don't see him in the top 5. Where is Cloud? He is down in P7, maybe trying to... No, he's down in P4. Sorry. P4 is up to Cloud. He's going to overtake Ender for P3. He's going to try to salvage some points from there, but he's still going to drop some of the points of this man, and he's going to drop another few points as he lets Ender by in P4 after making a mistake, and that is going to be Mebe in front of Larenz, Ender, Cloud, Moradin, Chucky, Ibo, and 7 for your top 8. Cloud is floundering at the worst possible moment, as we can see. 2 rounds in a row, he finishes in P3 and drops valuable points to Mebe, who's going to extend his lead in the overall standings. And everybody finishing their round as well. Anyway, so after round number 2, Mebeg with the clean sweep with 100 points, followed then by Morodin on 81 and Cloud on 79 and complete the podium. Cloud getting the whole shot as we follow him. Larens emerging into the fight as well as Morodin, Mebe, and Frico bringing a surprise and getting into the top 5. It might not last long though. We'll see how that shakes up into CP3, and Frico still remains in the fight amazingly. Let's actually try to follow him for a little bit. Frico taking advantage of a mistake from Larens to move up into P4. That's going to be valuable points for him in the overall standings as well. Under pressure now from Ama, who's going to try to get some valuable points for P4. Frico making a mistake, and that's going to allow some other people through, surely. There goes 7 by. Moving up into P5, and there goes Larens now into P6. Let's actually follow Mebe and Cloud battling over the lead. Mebe now making the mistake, Cloud as well. That's going to allow Morodin through. Who's going to get the finish over the finish line? And it is Morodin who gets it with a sub 50-second time. Morodin in front of Mebe, Cloud, Ama, Larens, 7, Frico, and Timmy Dash, your top 8. Everybody else finishing their round. That was a close... What a crazy finish here. Cloud seems to be really losing his footing. He would have thought he would be able to put up a fight against some of these guys, but he's floundering at the worst possible moment. And drops valuable points to Mebe, who's going to comfort his lead. As we're going to be following Mebe for this round, as I have a little bit of a self-promotion there. So, Morodin getting the whole shot. Cloud emerging into the lead after CP1. Then followed by Vinny, who just joined the server and drops into the top 3 fight just like that. What an amazing performance from the German driver, trying to take the lead, but he's taking a little bit of an ambitious line there. He's going to drop a few places, surely. Mebe now into the lead in front of Cloud. Vinny remaining in P3 in front of Larens and Ama. Mebe not putting a foot wrong, getting really close to the wall on the inside, kissing the apex almost. Once again, clipping the apex here. Cloud fighting back, though. He could potentially spring a surprise. He must not make a mistake into the final part. Mebe getting really close to touching the wall. He didn't do it, though. And it seems as though it's going to be a battle over the line. It is Mebe who's going to get it. Mebe in front of Cloud, Vinny, Ama, 7, Morodin, Timmy Dash, and Chucky. Complete your top 8 for round number 4. And with this, 195 points gives Mebe map number 6. 3 map wins for Mebe, 3 map wins for Cloud. It is going to be down to map number 7. There could still be a chance for Cloud to retake the lead and reclaim his trophy, but only time will tell. So then, 195 points gives Mebe the map win. With 165 points, Cloud finishes in second. Second, tied with Morodin, actually. Now onto the top 3, onto the bottom corner. Mebe is first with 1,099 points, 8 points in front of Cloud, so there's still a fighting chance. And Larens in third with 1,061. Sorry. Thank you very much, Cyberspace, for the follow. Thank you very much for. I appreciate you supporting the hustle of a poor Frenchie who's trying to cast something at an insane pace. But I'm really enjoying this. So after map number 6, here are the standings. 1,099 points, Mebe in the lead, 8 points in front of Cloud on 1,091. Then third is Larens on 1,061 points, 982 points give Morodin 4th place, and completing the top 5 so far is Ender with 777 points. Lucky number. From 6 is then 7 with 774. Chucky is in 7th place with 731. Ama is 8th with 663. Then 9th is Timmy Dash with 638, and completing the top 10 with 627 is Ibo. From 11th to 20th downwards are Harse, Frico, React, Cyberspace, Pangolin, Lex, Maxi, Kizi, Justine, and Eternity. Then from 21st to 35th downwards are Coco, Sigith, Bootifara, Meister CZ, Tezer2D, Blackbird, Beef, McPrody, Mini Beanie, Nasten33, Rudy Nader, Quentin43, Vinny, who just joined the server, Zinio, and Norco. Then we are then onto the final map of the rotation, Mookbark by Ibo, one of the most beautiful maps on this map pack in my humble opinion, also one of the more technical ones, hence its place as the closing map for the Smurf Cup of June. Current world record held by Cloud with a 45.505, and the current Dedimania held by Suram with a 45.698. That was actually done last week. So then, it is going to be a battle between this man, Mebe, and his Dutch teammate Cloud. 8 points separate the two as they go into this 7th and final map. It could all go one way or the other. It is Cloud with everything to win and Mebe with everything to lose at this point. Map number 7 about to start. That's actually trying to follow one of the surprise joiners here in map number 6. It is Vinny who we're going to be following in the first couple checkpoints. Vinny making a mistake already, and that's going to allow a lot of place to be dropped. Beef also making a mistake as well. Larens also making a huge mistake. Cloud currently getting the whole shot. Chucky in P10. That's actually going to find Cloud a little bit here through the scoreboard. Vinny also making a mistake as well. Cloud battling with Mebe for the lead. The battle for the overall win is right there. Cloud versus Mebe. Let's follow Mebe for a little bit. The chaser here. Morodin also joining in the mix. Mebe with a much better line gets into the lead in front of Cloud. 2/10 in front of Cloud. Actually, Cloud must have made a mistake. No, Cloud is back right there underneath a 10th. It's going to be over the final couple corners to the side. And it seems as though Cloud might get it, but maybe a little bit more momentum on Mebe's part. No, Cloud in front of Mebe, Morodin, Larens, Ama, Ender, Harse, and 7 complete your top 8. Now, the gap is just 3 points. 3 points gap between Cloud and Mebe. Cloud chasing to reclaim the trophy that he gave up last week. Norco unfortunately not able to finish. He's way far down. He's actually at the beginning section, not even crossed the first checkpoint. There it is. And so, after round number 1, Cloud emerges in the lead in front of Mebe, Morodin, Larens, and Ama. Let's follow Ama a little bit for this round. French driver from Hyperion. The first time that I actually see him in the Smurf Cup, and he's doing some pretty good performance here. Who gets the whole shot? It is Morodin who gets the whole shot in the backwards guard. Let's see who gets it into P2. And it is Larens who gets it. Let's actually try to follow Larens a little bit because he was a little bit down into the first one. And he manages to claw back into P4. Mebe in front of... Now, Larens, Morodin, and Mebe battling for the lead. Cloud then in P5. That's not what he needed to do. Morodin with a much tidier line through there. He's able to conserve a lot of speed, but that's going to give him a wide line for this corner, allowing Mebe through the lead. Larens still into P3. Cloud trying to get back into the mix for P4. Over the final corners they go. Cloud dropping a little bit of the gap, and it seems as though Larens can get it. Larens, no, it is Mebe who gets it by 17 thousandths of a second. Mebe in front of Larens, Morodin, Cloud in P4, Maxi 5th, Timmy Dash 6th, Chucky 7th, and completing the top 8 is 7. Everybody else finishing their round. Lex finishing in front of Harse. Justine finishing just behind in P19. And it seems as though the battle will still rage on. Mebe still has an advantage, but it is not really that, but it is still not too big. It could still be a swing again. 95 points to 88. Mebe in front of Cloud and Larens third with 83 points. Following Larens now. Onto the first corner they go. First checkpoint, it is Ender who gets the whole shot and emerges in the lead instantly. He's going to have to put up a fight against Larens and Cloud. Cloud is hungry. He's going to have to fight for that victory. He's really hungry. Morodin also getting into the mix. Cloud getting the whole shot into CP3. Ender still putting up a fight though. Cloud getting a little bit more momentum. Ender might not be able to resist too long. Ender making a mistake, and that's going to allow Clarence and a lot of other people through. Morodin now moving up into P3. Mebe into P4. Ender down into P5. Morodin with a wide line is going to allow Mebe through. Mebe making short work of Larens, potentially for the benefit of P2. And that's going to be a battle again into the final corners. That's going to be every point counts at this point. Excuse the pun, but every point counts in order to stop Cloud from winning for Mebe. So Cloud in front of Mebe, Larens, Morodin, Ender, 7, Harse, and Vinny complete the top 8. Second top 8 appearance for Vinny after that surprise in the first round he ever played, which was, I think, round 3 of map number 6, which was the last map. So then, let's see how the standings shake up. It seems as though there is going to be a 2-point lead for Mebe into this map. There you go, 140 points for Mebe, 138 for Cloud. Cloud needs to score at least 9 more points than Mebe at the end of this map in order to retain the victory by 1 single point. Morodin getting the whole shot into CP number 1. Aibo getting the whole shot into P2. surprising challenge from the American driver and media exchange admin. Cloud now reclaiming the top spot, fighting with Mebe and Larens for the lead. Oh my god, this is really hard to follow. Cloud in front of Larens and Mebe once again. Cloud, he's not looking to make any mistake. Larens makes a mistake, and that's going to allow Mebe and Ibo through. And that's actually trying to follow Cloud and Mebe here as they're going to be battling over the lead. And it seems that though in this scenario, Mebe will retain the lead and thus win the Smurf Cup, and it seems as though it is headed that way as Cloud gets into the final corner, gets the finish line. Cloud is first, Mebe second, Morodin, Larens, Ibo, Ender, Butifara, and Vinny completed top 8. Cloud fought as much as he could, but it was not enough. SmurfScup number 358 is won by Australian Hype Boys driver Mebe 12. Everybody else finishing the round. Rico getting over there with some little bit of difficulty, but he's going to be able to finish down in P22. And so, as we see, Cloud takes over the lead in the map, but that is not enough. 3 points were not points out of 9 he needed to score, and by a 6-point margin, your winner for SmurfScup number 358 is Mebe 12. Even a tinier margin by 5 points, 1,284 points, give Mebe the Cup win in front of Cloud on 1,279. We're going to check the full standings right after the map switch. So then, your results for Cup number 358. Mebe, the winner, with 1,284 points. 5 points in front of the reigning champ of the undisputed king of the Smurf Cups, Cloud, with 1,279 points. Third is Larens with 1,233 points, 23 points, completing the podiums. Then Morodin finishes in P4 with 1,143 points. And 5th place is 7 with 894, pipping Ender for the top 5, which is really surprising to see. Only 4 players managed to get past the 1,000 points barrier, which is still 1 more player than we had last week. Then 6th is Ender with 881, 7th is Chucky with 825, Amma finishes in 8th place with 775, 737 points, sorry, give Ibo 9th place, and closing the top 10 is Timmy Dash with 718. 11th is Hassa with 662, Rico with 600 is 12th, 13th place is Cyberspace with 481, 14th is Pangolin with 454, Maxi is in P15 with 451, React is in 16th with 444, thank you very much for the follow, Motodosai, by the way. 17th is Lex with 433, Justine is 18th with 392, KZ with 367 points is in P19, and Eternity completes the top 20 with 337. Now onto the point scorers that left midway through or joined midway through. 21st is Coco with 314 points. Sigith is in 22nd with 294 points. Meister C's at 23rd with 257. Butifara in 24th with 243 points. Vinny completes the top 25 with 138. 26th is Cesar 2D with 133. 1 point in front of Beef in 27th with 132. Then on 117 we got Blackbird in 28th place. Then 29th is Rudy Nader with 98 points. 30th is McProti with 71 points, equal with Mini Vini. Then on 68 points, we got Nastin in 33 and 32nd. Then 33rd is Zolita Zahon, who joined midway through with 66 points. Quentin 43 finishes in 34th place with 41 points. Then Helias finishes in 35th with 18 points, 1 point in front of Norco. And 37 tied Arsenio and Kusti for 20. So then, that was SmurfScup number 358. It was a little bit of a... It was a bit of a crazy one to follow. Once again, really difficult to keep up with everything that is happening in the field. Thank you, Morodin. Thank you, Morodin, for the follow. Once again, really great performance for you coming through to P4. That was a really entertaining thing to watch as well with your bodywork swapped car with the rear end facing forward. Again, this was a crazy match. Cloud looked as though he would have had it in the bag, but unfortunately, he flaunted at the worst moments in map 6 and dropped valuable points. He let some big points on the table for Mebe to grab, and that ended up be the deciding factor, with Mebe winning the cup by just 5 points from Cloud. Thank you very much to the guys who just joined in. Thank you very much for watching the end of the cast, or if you are If you are actually a little bit here for a little bit longer, thank you for following me along. Thank you for those guys who have followed. I appreciate you supporting the hustle of a poor Frenchie who's trying to keep up the pace of Canyon casting. I'm still in my baby steps. I know I got a lot of things to actually tweak and stuff like that, but I really enjoy doing that. I really enjoy doing commentary and stuff. So yeah, look forward to more Smurf Cups starting next week with Smurf Cup number 359. Will Cloud be able to retaliate and retake the cup from Mebed? That is to be seen in the next episode. In the meantime, thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for tuning in, whether it was at the start or midway through. Once again, sorry for the little mistakes that I did, both tiredness and a bit of a dry throat, I must say. But yeah, thank you very much for watching, and as always, I will see you all next time. Godspeed, people!